New bike, folks, new bike. I'm not going to beat about the bush, do a grand unveiling, any of that nonsense. We'll cut to the chase. It's you've heard me talking about one before, always wanted one. Husqvarna Svartpilin 401, you can see it there. Yeah, always had a thing for these ever since they first came out, around the same time as my 790. And yeah, as you know, I was looking at a change and had to go with a few bikes, and decided rather than buying some daft overpowered liter bike that's going to scare the bejesus out of me and I'll never be able to get the best out of, I decided to just buy something outright with the deposit money and keep moose, because there's still a few things I want to do to the guy, and meantime I've got someone else to play with and to modify and to enjoy. So 2 bikes, twice the fun. Now it's only got 44 horsepower this thing, but this is my first proper ride out in it. I've insured it today, and I'm surprised with just how much go it's got. It really nips on. I'm surprised how smooth this single cylinder is as well. I had to go in a KTM years ago. I can't even remember what size. My pal Ray and I went looking at them in Aberdeen, and I just wasn't taken with it at all. It was really lumpy and kept stalling at the lights. But this is just amazing. It's so smooth and usable, and yeah, the reason I've kind of gone for something this little is so I can have a little play around on back roads like this one. So many of them around here, and I never go down them on the 790, so kind of figured get off the beaten track, do a bit of sightseeing. And the good thing with this is, with the luggage racks, is that I could probably use it to go camping in the summertime as well. So I bought this bike privately from a nice lad called Harvey, who's upgraded to Ducati Hypermotard, and I've been keeping an eye out for one for quite a few weeks, well even months now, on the Auto Trader app. And there were a couple that I was keen on at dealerships, but by the time I've added on transportation, it was just getting silly, you know. So Harvey's bike was a private sale, and I kind of figured I'm saving enough money buying it off him that I can justify the outlay of transportation, and I was still coming in for pretty much what a dealer would be asking for, maybe slightly less. Nice low mileage on it, full service history, so I can't really complain about the bike as such. It was good value for money. Tell you what, considering these tyres are chunkies, I don't like the feel of them on that loose gravel there. Ugh. Yeah. So we did the little dance via Gumtree and then onto WhatsApp just to suss out. Well, he was trying to suss me out and I was trying to suss him out, but in the end we ended up having a good chat. Both happy with our deal. Maybe I shouldn't come this way. And anyway, I'm happy, I think he's happy, and so far I've been really impressed with the bike. And yeah, one of the reasons I was attracted to it was the size, the fun factor. I love the look of them, and there's quite a few mods out there for them now as well. I don't really know a huge amount about these bikes, apart from what I've gleaned from Tinternet. I've no experience with them or with single cylinders. I don't know if you can tune them much or anything, but I do know that these tyres will be getting the heave-ho. I don't like the feel of them. They're okay on the main road there, but nah, I'm not liking how they feel on gravel. And I'm not looking for gravel. I'm not going to be off-roading on this bike, and I know the tyres themselves are not proper off-road tyres, but I think I might still bin them come time for something that's a little more road biased than track bias. So Dunlop Mutants, something like that, or I might just go full on sort of sporty stickies. Came with the mirrors, but again, yeah, there's a lot of other mirrors out there. I find the set that are kind of oval, similar to the side of the tank, that sort of decal on the side, so I might swap those out eventually. Number plate, yeah, get a tail tidy, because I'm not keen on the look of the tail tidy on this. I liked it on my Iv'e Augusta Dragster, but this bike, it looks okay when you see it in side profile, but from the back I just think it spoils the look of the bike. So that'll be getting a swap out at some point. And what else was I thinking? Decals, obviously, that'll happen eventually. But that might not even be all that straightforward, because the yellow stripe on this one is lacquered, so it's not like I can just heat it up and pull it off without wrecking the paint. If you're wondering why there's so many pheasants around, it's because we're next to the River Spey, running alongside a shooting and fishing estate, so there are pheasants everywhere, especially at this time of year. Yeah, so mirrors, they'll do for now. Tyres, they'll do for now. The exhaust, I quite like this standard exhaust. I'm not going to rush into buying one. Certainly I'm not going to be plumping for the official one, because, well, we know how that went last time. So what I might do is see about removing the baffle from this one. So there'll be a video about that. We'll see how that goes. If I screw it up, then hey, I'll just have to buy one. Still to get the rear tail rack for this thing. It's I've just got the pillion seat. Didn't come with a rack, so that's something I have to stump up for if I want to be carrying some gear on the back there, save the old shoulders, unlike the last time. I don't know if there's any little cheap mods that other people know about. If anyone's watching this that doesn't normally watch my channel, and because it's a 401, if you can let me know if there's any go-to mods that people do on them, cheap and cheerful, that'd be nice and appreciated. Definitely heated grips, temperature's starting to drop now, so I'll be doing those. I don't know if I'll go for the official ones again though, because they just don't look good. The buttons don't look great, and not a bit of cable showing. I just think that's crap on something you're paying so much money for. So I might try another brand this time. Seat's quite firm in this. It's solid. It's like a plank. Do you see they do an ergo seat? If anyone's had a go of a bike or has the ergo seat. How's that feel? Is there much difference? Because I don't think the one in the 790 felt a huge improvement over the stock one. It's certainly a nicer profile and easier to move around on, but I wouldn't say it was any comfier. So if anyone's got the ergo seat, let me know if it's worth investing in, or is there another brand that I can try. Okay, let's see where we're going this way. Yeah, and something else that I can't live without is the USB charger. I'm going to need that for the cameras while we're out and about. But to sit on, this is a, you know, you're thinking, oh yeah, 400, no, it's not really a 400, is it? 370 odd cc bike, you think, yeah, that's going to feel minute underneath you, but it's quite a tall bike. And yeah, it feels smaller once you're riding it, but it's quite tall. So I think a lot of people looking at it will be quite surprised to find out that it's not a bigger bike. Engine itself sounds a bit nondescript when it's on idle, but once it's going, I think it's got a lovely note. And I think with an exhaust and an air filter, it'll sound even better. Yeah, the engine's preachy on here. It doesn't actually feel like it's running out of any torque or go. You just kind of see the red light flashing and know it's time to change. It doesn't feel like it's running out of any sort of power as such. Seems to pull hard. Well, hard for the size of it. Oh, I really don't like these tyres, you know. Kind of got a funny feel to them. They're not sliding or moving about, they just, I don't know, they just got funny feedback. I'm not keen on that at all. It's quite distracting. So yeah, they'll get the dunt in the spring, I think. Yeah, so I decided to keep Moose. The thing that made my mind up for me was I had a test ride and I was smitten with this bike. I just realised how silly it was. It was the new S1000R BMW. Beautiful bike, liked everything about it, the tablet size display, the engine, the turn-in was amazing. The one I tried with forged wheels, so yeah, loved it. And I just thought, no, I can't justify that amount of power, you know. I get myself into trouble, and I can't make the most of what I've got on the 790, so I'd just be chucking money at it to stroke my own ego. So I kind of decided, when I got back off it and back onto Moose, it made me realise that there were still things there that I could do to improve them. So the seating position on the S1000 was, I think we'll go this way. Yeah, the seating position in the S1000 was lovely, you know, it's really forward, so that's why I've changed the bars. Pegs are probably next on the list, and yeah, I think I might even go for it with the suspension, WP or some other manufacturer. Just upgrade it so it's adjustable, because I think that's where it's lacking now. When You don't notice it day to day. When you're riding your bike you get used to it, but when you have a go of something that's kind of further up the food chain, you realise which parts of your bike are budget. And yeah, I got off of that bike and realised that it's nimble and everything as Moose is. The riding position was very not adventure, but yeah, kind of more like leaning towards touring rather than sporting, so I figured I'll do something about that. And once, and if it's mission accomplished, we'll see after that. Yeah, I could possibly swap things out and be happy forevermore, but you know what us boys are like with our toys. I'll likely go, oh well, mission accomplished, and on to something else. So I've stayed things off for a little time with 3401. Hopefully. It's such a cool little bike, but yeah, I can't believe how smooth the gearing is in this. Missing my slipper cuts though. Not used to the all that hard work on my left wrist. When I talked about getting one of these before in one of my vlogs, I said I didn't mind the clocks, you know, because a lot of people moan about the clocks on these. I thought, oh no, they're not bad, but actually when you look at them now compared with pretty much everything else that's on the market, and considering it's a KTM underneath, the clocks are a bit of a letdown, aren't they? I like the shape of them, but that little Casio LCD, cheap and cheerful. A lot of info on it, but yeah, I'm not enamoured with the aesthetic look of them. I find one fella online that had made his own up. Looked pretty bloody amazing, but I think he had a degree in something or other, so he knew what he was doing. But I think if he actually put those into the production, he'd sell them by the bucket load. Right, let's see if we can find somewhere with some thinking gravel.